start with the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Moving on to roll call.
Casey Benner,
Here.
Mark Buckeye,
Here.
Tom Hooper,
Here.
Nicole Boyer,
Here.
Whitney Tucker.
Here.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on to the approval of the agenda for tonight's meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Okay, moving on to the approval of minutes from our last meeting, March 21st of 2022.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the minutes. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay. Moving on to the introduction of evidence.
And the city ordinances are design guidelines. Then you have the materials in front of you. Sent the staff packets out though last Thursday.
I'll make a motion to accept the evidence.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second to accept the evidence. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, moving on to old business.
Unfortunately, I reached out to SHPO and there are still no updates. The grant requests have said under review since December. So I will let you know as soon as I know something.
Okay, moving on to new business. We will start with SGHC 017-22 to receive a certificate of appropriateness to demolish the structure at 250 North Gabourey.
So, actually it's South Gabourey, I apologize. We talked about this at the end of the last meeting. It was kind of a gonna happen the next day thing, and it needed to happen. So everyone agreed to that, but I just wanted to formally put it through.
It's gone.
It is gone. So hopefully I can get a motion in a second.
I'm against it now. Killed it.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay. Moving on to SGHC 018-22 to receive a certificate of appropriateness to construct a porch with standing seam metal roof, treated lumber decking and posts, composite wood siding, wood or steel guardrails, and a cement ADA ramp on the west side of the rear cement block section of the building at 100 Market Street. Do I have anyone here to speak on that? Could you guys please come to the podium and introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Gretchen Raw.
I'm Dean Bader, project manager for the new antique mall that's going in there. And so we're wanting just to put a new front face onto that building, the existing building there, because basically it's an old manufacturing building and we'd like to have it look somewhat presentable for our town. So.
Do we have any questions?
I don't have any. Tom? No, I haven't.
Mark and I were speaking beforehand. I just want to clarify that I told him the right thing. The siding goes on the porch section.
Yeah, just a
Against the original building.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, because when I was reading it, I'm like, but it's just going to be under the porch overhang.
Yes.
Okay.
Give it some personality.
Right. No,
And tie it in with the rest of the historic
right.
neighborhood.
But when I was first reading it, I'm like, surely you're not going to side all the cinder block and then paint murals over it.
No.
I thought, well, maybe they're just going to, frame it in.
Yeah. No, I think it's approximately 36 foot there.
Yeah.
That'll be underneath that. Mhm.
I'll make a motion to approve. Anything they can do to that building to make it look better. I mean, especially that side of the building, I mean, and
Yeah.
you guys going to leave the north end of the building the way it is for now?
Yeah, we're
now.
gonna, we're gonna try to dress that up a little bit too, you know.
We're gonna power wash it, maybe plant some wildflowers.
In the rocks. Yeah, that's what it is.
And do some tuck pointing on it too,
Yeah.
that's in need of it on the one face for sure.
Yeah.
So, cleaning up the back area as well, so that'll be parking back there as well, so.
Cool. Okay, I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second to approve the certificate of appropriateness. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're not done yet.
I'm walking off.
Okay, moving on to SGHC 019-22, to receive a certificate of appropriateness to paint a mural and a sign on the west side of the rear cement block section of the building at 100 Market Street.
As with the first one, I should have pointed out, but I emailed you all. This is a strange building that's been pieced together over many years, and the rear section isn't
That's the
contributing.
newest- that's the
Yeah,
newest
it's
section.
newest. I have called the assessor an approximate date of 1960 of when it was added. So while I would typically approve non-contributing, since it's attached to a contributing, same with the sign and the mural, I wanted to let you all take a look at that stuff.
Thank you. And here's our
And
artist.
Joy is the artist.
I've been asked to work on this. So the sign that's going to be put on the same side as the porch is going to be the Antique Mall St. Genevieve. And that's approximately 20 feet by 14 feet on that one.
Good on that wall.
Done in black lettering, gray shadows, the little fleur-de-lis with the shamrock and everything. And then the other side will be the Bolduc House. And that will be approximately 18 feet by 8 feet high. And that will be done basically with colors to make it look like the real building, not just black and white, but, yeah.
You've done a good job with all the other murals in town. so
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
they're
would make a
beautiful.
motion to approve it.
I'll second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second to approve. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay, moving on to SGHC 020-22, to receive a certificate of appropriateness to renovate the porch and install wooden post and railing on the residence at 59 North 2nd Street.
Be me. My folks renovated the house in the late 60s, early 70s and put on the stylish wrought iron railing, but the house is a 1920s house, so I'd like to get back to more of the original look, quite simply.
Probably older than that.
That's when they saw a bump in the tax records, like 1922, 23, so that's where they figured it was.
I just gone by the 2/2 windows, more typical early 1800s.
Mom and Dad owned the one over here
Oh,
on the
did they?
corner of Gabbery, and that was like 1910.
right,
Yeah,
yeah.
just up the street from
David
here.
Mary's place,
So, yeah, so this one's a little newer.
Yeah. Huh, okay. Interesting. Only question I have, on your upstairs porch up there, how high are you going with your railing on that?
Whatever you tell me to do.
Okay. So, me personally, I know you know the building I'm talking about. There's a building on Main Street that's blue, and they went with code on the top level, and it throws the aesthetics of the entire building way off because they went 4 feet high with the railing, and so
It's a functional railing or a decorative railing.
Right.
A decorative railing on where there's no access to that porch up there.
There is access to,
Right.
That's.
But even it would, if I'm right, it would still be grandfathered in, would it not?
Yeah, I mean, typically
Right.
it should be 34 to 36. I think the house that Mr. Buckeye is talking about went higher.
It went 40, I think
Didn't
40.
have
Yeah,
to.
yeah, it just.
34 to 36 is standard.
Okay.
It just looks really bad. I mean,
so 30, you're saying 34 to 36 is,
I would go whatever you have there.
Standard
Nancy.
railing.
okay,
That's standard.
I think it would, yeah. It
works for me.
It's just, like I said, it just starts throwing everything way off.
And it's just really heated?
Yes.
And are you using turn post? Have you decided yet?
Might be whatever's available in a timely fashion these days.
Nothing.
Or you're on concrete?
Yeah. I'm happy with it. Let's see, what else was there? No, that was all I had. I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed?
We gave too much information.
Nancy, I'll put the certificate in the mail, later this week, so you'll have that. And then we have other steps that we're gonna, yes, you guys are aware.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'm sorry, thank you.
Okay, moving on to administrative approvals.
I have 5 attestations. They're all roofs, none of them changing material, all just being updated. You have the addresses there, 124 Merchant, 250 Academy. The next 3 are all the same owner, 80 South 2nd, 98 South 2nd, and 1 Chadwell, which is actually outside the historic district, but is considered a landmark building. All just getting new roofs. That's all I have.
Okay. Do we have any public comments? Okay. We can adjourn.
All right.